He did the mash, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. You know what I can't stand worse than someone getting in front of me when I'm driving and then going slow? Is stuff like this. Is this crap. So let's use this for our advantage. This is brainstorms, and I want to learn from this because we've seen it a lot of times. I know I have for as long as I've been trading, but people that haven't, I hope that you guys that didn't get burned on this TWG and holding it for a while. And let me ask you guys I'm not trying to be a jerk, but why would you hold this stock for a really long time after they did a public ordinary offering for 40 cents per ordinary share? You realize that when that means is for 40 cents a share, they put out 227 million shares. That means that's their worth, right? So that means, let's just do it. A little analogy here. If I go and sell you my lemonade, right? And I say, hey, it's $1. This is $1 a cup. It's 16 ounces. It's not small. It's homemade. And then you try to go resell it for $14. How many people do you think are going to hold on to that $14 lemonade and buy that? Not a lot. They're going to actually know it's worth. So this is a 40 center. So next time you see October 14th, so we're in October 26th today. October 25th is the last. It was the last trading day of the week. We've seen that this went up all the way up to $14. I think it was on the Discord when we alerted it. No, 13.59 to 13.50. Okay, so it went up to 13.50. They did the public offering for 27 million ordinary shares on the 14th. They announced it, and you see that they had these fees here. Look, remember this. If these companies are acting out of this type of agency or this area, so you'll see this. I see this right here. It's carried out by its operating subsidiary in Hong Kong. Red flag, Top Wealth Group. And let me see. Incorporated in the Cayman Islands. That's another red flag. So, why is it a red flag? When you look on the SEC documents, you'll see things called like a 6K, 8K, and when you look at those filings and those sheets here, let me just pull it up here. I'll randomly show you. Okay, you'll see 8K here, 6Ks here, right? And they got to put those forms in for a long to the SEC so the public can see what the kind of you can see it on here. Actually, let's do that real quick. All right, so you see here in this document type, you see a 6K. I just typed in TWG, this Top Wealth Group Holding Inc., and you'll see a report of foreign issuer. That's never a good sign for us Americans and people that are over in other seas. Say you're from Hong Kong, right, or those other. If you're Hong Kong but you're listed in Nasdaq, they can pull some funky stuff on you, and they don't have the same regulations as they do operating like in a Delaware incorporation or some other local subsidiary groups inside the United States that can be able to have checks and balances that are really, really top notch. That's why the Nasdaq companies are really they prevent stuff like a lot of this. So we know what we're looking for now, right? So we can see the pump and dump. We can see, there is no way that this was going to last. People are like, "This is a pump and dump." Well, of course it was, but we knew what the company told us here, what they evaluated their ordinary share price. We know that. So everybody's saying that this could go to, you know, $4 after. Huh. Let's just do the math here. So I think it could pump, right? I was not gonna. I wanted to give a precautionary tale of past stocks that I've seen this exact movement do. You know, but it's all the way. This is on the 4 hour chart here. We seen right at here's what we got to look for future when we see stuff like that. Is this? It's like $1.96. It was hovering and 350 pumped all the way down. Now it's 53 cents a share. So I personally think we're gonna hit back at this range right over here. So we're probably gonna hit around maybe the dollar thirty. Dollar thirty could go up to $1.50. That and if they do that right, that would be 3xing their evaluation of their public offering per share. When you see the evaluation, people saying that this was a like short squeeze, or there's a lot of shorting going on. It's shorted a lot, but here we go. You got outstanding shares 29 million, current short interest you have 3 million. So it's not it's not really a huge short squeeze type deal here for me. If they shorted it when it was up here and it was a perfect play to bring it all the way down to, even if I was shorting it, I would have shorted it right around the 13 range because I knew it wasn't going to stabilize. And then all of a sudden, bam! I would have shorted it probably down to like $8, $9 range. I would have took profit. And no, I wouldn't have ran it all the way this low. I didn't think it'd do that all in that time period, but um, lo and behold, it did. But yeah, it's not. That's the short interest right now. This is two different groups. You got Fintel and you have Market Beat, and they're both saying the same thing. So it's not really a short squeeze candidate, but you can make some money out of it because it took such a bad dump. And you look here, the short interest float. It's not that. It's not crazy. Like the short interest here is 147,930 shares. Previous short interest, current short interest. So these two actually are saying something different. Previous short interest was 147,000. Now the current short interest is 3 million. Okay, that went up quite a bit actually. But I don't think it's going to pump super duper. I do believe it's going to pump. I do believe you can get back in. I do believe I'm going to probably be playing this play on Monday. See how it goes. Just see the volume coming in. I like to see if it has over at least 3, 4, 5 million volume by 7, 20. Then I'm going to see a pump that day, like a big pump. Obviously you'll see some manipulation and stuff like that, but I think we're going to see a good pump. Right now we're currently below VWAP and we're below the EMA 200 on the 4-hour chart. EMA 200 is right here, and the VWAP. I like to use a EMA 200 if a lot of you guys don't know, because it just kind of gives me an overall view of the price average through 200 days to show me what my you know the analysis of if it's in a downward trajectory or an upward trajectory. Like right here, this is way above the EMA 200. So then that would tell me that this is in an upward trajectory right now. If it's below and it's at a downward trajectory, that means it's the sentiment's in right now. But I do believe that if we can hit that above that EMA 200, I'm going on the EMA 200 because obviously you're going to see a curve upward here. I like to see about $1.29, $1.30, like I said earlier. I think that is definitely plausible if you guys want to play that play like that. But it would be 140%. That would be a gain on that one. So yeah, I was just doing some more research on TWG, their overall analysis to see if this is actually going to be delisted or if this is a stock to even play for that. And I don't see any delisting anytime soon. It says here, I usually go on Simply Wall Street if you guys want to look, and it gives you kind of a good analysis of things. It's, eh, yeah. It's the sentiment is actually just what you'd expect. There's some of the insufficient data. It's a Hong Kong stock. They're very. I, I just can't. I don't like them. I don't. I really don't. Then you got here's a risk analysis. A high level of non-cash earnings. That's never good. Do not have meaningful market cap. Not good. The profit margins are lower than last year. Not good. Price to earnings ratio. Whatever. They can make that up. The companies can be like, yeah, we made more for the price to earnings ratio. Yeah. Earnings grew by 27.1% over the last year. I like that. That's what I was liking earlier. That's a good one here. Um, This is investor sentiment improves as stock rises 23%. That's what I'm saying, guys. I think this can really just. I think this could actually hit that $1.90 range. But yeah, if you guys lost a lot of money on TWG, just use it as a learning experience, right? Don't let it beat you down. Try to make it back. I mean, you could even possibly watch the charts on Monday and see what if we get the volume in, that we can be able to flip this and maybe we make 30%, 40% and get out. Don't try to stay in for over 100% gains all the time. That's where people get greedy and then they lose money. Learn from this. even if you're on the outsides looking in and you're seeing that and you're like, oh my gosh, learn from this play and don't get up discouraged. It sucks, like if you're still holding up here. And I don't know why you would be doing that, but I'm not gonna beat you up. We've all done stupid things in the market. But yeah, try to do a little flip. Hopefully it rips around this here range. Come to the Discord. We've literally have 5 alerters here, and I want to show you guys something. We have 5 alerters, and we just got the 5th today. But look at this. Whatever. We have Moby's plays. We have Sammy Boy's plays, Bandits plays, Brainstorms plays. We have Analytical Sasquatch plays, Sammy Boy's plays. We have capital. We have conspiracy content. You have some little crazy stuff here where people are talking about it. We have a good time here. 10.99. You can't really beat it. We have a lot of plays. Even one guy even said, "I paid $90 for a Discord, and I get way more. I get way more plays on this play." We call out. We've had consistent monsters every day this week, and I give it to God. I really believe that this is a divine intervention. That I'm doing this by God. Now, it sounds kind of weird, but I got my account suspended the other day because I accidentally purchased something on my own Discord. So I went to go get a refund on it through PayPal, and Discord tried to ban or suspend my account for 2 years. So I'm praying, and I'm like, you know what, God, if my account just says suspended, then I guess I'm giving it up to you. It's your will, Lord. And lo and behold, because Discord has a lot, their customer service is okay, but they don't you can't just call them. You have to go through a long emailing process. It's very stupid. But whatever. I was trying to be patient. I wasn't good. I put a lot of hard work into getting a lot of good people on the Discord that making a lot of money and just being a good environment. Everybody's nice and down to earth and funny and good hearted. And it was sucked to lose all that. But then all of a sudden you got the count back, and it was encouraging. It was just like, okay, maybe I should be doing this. So yeah, shout out to Analytical Sasquatch. We got a big we got a store. You can get the Discord through the store. Cool shirts. It's about to be winter time over here. You can get some winter gear. But yeah, we're not gonna price gouge you. If you're watching TWG, I really hope that you're not watching this on the basis of you're down a lot of money. I hope we alerted this in the Discord. I didn't personally. Somebody else did, and I forgot at what price it was. But they got out. But it did dump bad, and it was a hard falling jackknife dump too. So yeah, hope you guys are having a good weekend. God bless. And I want to say one last thing. I woke up from a nap the other day, and I never had this experience before. Maybe you guys have, but I woke up from a nap, and it was just like, and then because you get stresses of life and all these things happen, and it placates your mind. Well, I woke up from this nap and I was just like, and it hit me. I was like, man, I'm thankful to be alive. Like I really am, and I don't really get those thoughts a lot, because you have other intrusive thoughts like life and responsibilities and this or that. I was really thankful to be alive, and you guys need to be thankful to just be alive and just appreciate life. If you're down money in this stock or whatever it is, what would you rather give up? Would you give up 20K to have 30, 40 more years? Or would you give up 30 or 40 years to have 20K? Money's not everything. Obviously, we like to make money. We want to make money, but it's not everything. So don't let that beat you up. We move on, make it, learn it. You learn from your mistakes. You look at all the cultures out there that are about discipline and building soldiers and building things. They always learn from their mistakes, and they always pre-plan so they can never get themselves in that situation again. Next time, if you're in a situation where you see a stock pumping so much, you guys had an opportunity for 2 or 3 hours to be able to do a quick research on here and look at not really the short interest. You could have looked at short interest, that'd have been good, but look at you know, go on Edgar and look at their the foreign issuer copies of the foreign issuers, and then you can just type in you can just click on that, and then it will tell you that they're okay, right off the get, they're offering a public offering, and then you can see it in the exact amount, and then you can see where they operate in, and then you can see the agreement, and then just a couple things. You see these things, then you automatically should be like, okay, this is definitely an in and out play. This I need to be careful. I need to make sure I need to take profit when I can and get out because this is not a company that I believe in for sure. And these are the red flags here. But anyways, you guys come into the Discord. There's a link in the chat, and yeah, sign up. Come on the free chat. I'll hit you up. I'll talk to you, and I'll get you started and get you rocking. We'll make you guys that money back for sure. If you guys are down a lot of money in TWG, we'll make you that money back. All right, you guys. You guys have a good day, and just enjoy the weather until it starts getting crappy out, because we're gonna get some snow here soon.